Hello, welcome to or welcome back to Casual Curiosity.
And welcome to the Winter's Residency.
Today we're going to be talking about our high school experience.
Lovely topic, I'm sure everyone.
Really wonderful. Gone through so much. So
So,
I s-
where we
want to
start?
start with ninth
Should we
grade.
go through our years?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's fair. We should go through from ninth to now.
Yeah,
So, how would you say your ninth grade year was?
bad.
Oh, me too, to
Not
be
even.
honest.
I think
Well,
I've told you this before. I failed like all my.
yeah, I feel like the transition from going from middle school to high school is not smooth for anybody. Especially as like the COVID sixth graders and eighth grade having being our first year back.
Yeah, especially since I only moved down here in eighth grade, like right after all that had ended.
That's I couldn't imagine what that is. Like for me, it's just I was so used to being online socially that when we actually went back in person, I was just like lost all capabilities to talk to people.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's kind of weird. I was good in eighth grade. Like I socialized really well. I made a good bit of friends. My grades were good. And then I got into high school, and I don't know what
Down,
happened.
downhill. For me, I think it was COVID that really struck my grades down, and then I had to rebuild in eighth grade. And then once I hit ninth, I don't want to say leveled out, but kind of leveled out. Besides this one class with this one teacher that ended up getting arrested anyway, so it's okay. You may remember, so
Yeah,
it's okay.
shout out Miss Blank
Shout out,
redacted.
yeah, shout out, yeah. I hope you're. No, I'm not gonna say that, but it's okay. But I think ninth overall was okay for me. I mean, I feel like I was kind of just again adjusting to school, then being in a new environment.
Yeah.
So I had like a couple friends here and there. And then I became friends with this one person that I'm kind of ironically not friends with anymore. But it was good for the time, I guess, for lack of a better word explanation.
Yeah. I remember. I feel like we can say other people's names.
Yeah, that's true.
Unless we're
Cause
like dropping full names.
yeah, it's not that we're gonna be like last name.
Yeah.
So, but for sake of not seeming like putting everything out there, we'll just name this person. What's a name I can use? What I think I
Clarissa.
know a huh?
Clarissa.
I can't even tell you.
Clarissa.
Oh yeah, Clarissa. Yeah, we could call her that. Causing a bit of issues, later on in my junior year per se, but it's okay. Otherwise, I mean, you said for ninth, it's kind of when your grades are not so great,
Oh yeah, no,
and
I
because
was doing horrible.
yeah, I think academically, I think in that one class, again, not saying teacher's name for privacy, but I just gave up like in the second quarter because she was giving us abhorrent amounts of work for no reason.
Yeah.
And I didn't like no one liked her for that. And I had her first thing in the morning, so it was awful.
Mm. I
But
think
anyway,
I can't remember what teacher I struggled with freshman year because I kind of just struggled with everyone. But
mm,
I think the weirdest one was the class that we had together, our algebra.
our algebra class, yeah.
Yeah, because I was doing good at first, and then when I started to fall behind, she kind of just like low-key didn't give a fuck. She kind of
I
didn't
mean,
care.
for
Hang
what
on,
I, but you're talking about Miss algebra,
Miss Algebra.
yeah.
Um, yeah, it was kind of crazy. She low-key didn't care when I started to like go down. She did like a snide comment here and there, like, "Oh, what happened?" But she didn't care.
She,
Um, and then the next year in my geometry class, she showed up just one day.
oh,
I guess she was friends with my teacher, and
mm,
she was like, I don't know. I think the geometry EOC had just passed, and I passed it.
oh
Which
yeah.
it was really weird. She was being like passive aggressive with me. She was like, "Well, how'd you do that?"
Oh, That okay.
And then when my geometry teacher asked about like algebra, because I guess she was talking about me, she said like I failed or whatever. I was just like, oh yeah, no, they gave me the credit for that. Yeah, they gave me
I
the credit for your class,
yeah,
girl.
like, yes, you good, you know. I think that was me when I was like didn't get not I didn't pass, but they gave me the math credit for taking like the PSAT because I got like the math exam credit from that, and I was like, oh okay. I remember yeah, her class.
Miss
I
Algebra.
yeah, Miss Algebra. I would say it wasn't like the worst thing, but I wouldn't say I did particularly well. I mean, I got my credit in the end, but I was like, I think that class is kind of like a fever dream. Not gonna lie.
Oh yeah,
I just remember, I just remember doing the McDonald's thing a
I
lot.
remember I tried at the beginning and then I started just like reading Homestuck halfway through, and then that's how me and Toasty became friends.
Yeah, I
And then
remember.
towards the end of the year, I think that's when we first.
Yeah, I do remember because that's when like she didn't really, she kind of not well because it was the end of the year. She didn't really give work. She was like kind of letting us all hang out.
Yeah,
So that's when we like moved to the collective side of the room. I forget if it was Clarissa that came over with me, or if it was my other friend, and then we all started speaking. I don't remember.
I think it was Clarissa. I'll be honest. I do.
That's probably
I
true.
think I remember speaking to her freshman year in that class.
Yeah, I mean, granted, she was probably more sociable than me at the time, and then I kind of just slithered my way in.
Do you remember the ACE English teacher?
Yes,
Yes,
I remember her, Miss General Paper.
Cheryl Paper.
Yeah, I still
Um.
can't believe she switched out as soon as our year was over. She's like, "Yeah, I'm out of here."
Oh yeah. I mean, good on her, Lucky. I remember I did like Jack Diddle in her class.
I mean, I feel like she was just more for one thing I will say, even though she didn't really like teach all that much. I like her stories. Her stories were very interesting.
I didn't pay attention, so I want to know.
I mean, I loosely pay attention to that aspect. I mean,
A
I
lot of
still
my
ended.
freshman year can be summed up to, yeah, that was a pretty cool thing that this one teacher did, right? I don't, I don't
Yeah,
remember.
I don't know. For me, it's like I'll only have like specific memories for each of the classes, and then some classes I'll just completely forget. Like I could remember my schedule, but I could not tell you what I did.
Ooh, I just remembered I was in a biology class my freshman year, and I
Mm,
specifically remember my teacher, Miss Biology. She
mm, yeah.
never paid attention in her class. I think I failed most of her quarters, or like I passed like a D barely, you know?
I wonder if
I
you had the
remember,
same as my
hmm?
teacher, as my sister. I'm wondering. I was just thinking about if you had the same Miss Biology as my sister.
I don't know. I know it's a teacher that Gypsy had sophomore year, and
Mm,
she fucking hated Gypsy. I'm saying their real name because
I don't know. Yeah, no,
I
that's
don't
fine.
think Gypsy cares.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think other friend would care either.
Yeah.
It's more
Um.
like the opposite, you know.
um.
But
But what was I about to say?
you talk about
When when the biology EOC came up, I remember I had one good conversation with her. Um. Where it was she was talking about like reproduction and stuff, and I was like, well, actually, the race to the egg isn't real. I found out I read this thing, they did a research and it shows that the egg chooses the sperm, not the sperms like race their way into, you know?
yeah.
The egg doesn't want one of them, they can't come in,
They're
go
just
and
like
lost
yeah, no,
like it.
you're rejecting. That's what I always like to think of the race, even though it's not true. It's like that's the one race that I did win. Like that I got to the end and I made it here. But like even if the race was true, it's still interesting to think that there's like a chance that maybe I wouldn't have made it and it would have been something else or someone else.
Yeah, I mean, like if your parents had like done the deed like a day later, you probably could have been a different person. You know,
Yeah.
it's that sort of like I want to say butterfly effect, but I don't think I'm not sure.
That's some effect. It's an effect word. I don't remember what it is. Anyway, back to Miss Biology. You
Oh
said for
yeah,
the EO.
I had one conversation with her. It was like, well, actually, this is what happened, not the race. And she
Mm,
was like, huh, I didn't know that. maybe check your sources one more time just in case.
Just one more time.
Because she hadn't heard of it, so she didn't believe me. Uh, um, and I remember when we took the biology EOC, goddamn termite. When we took the biology EOC, I don't think she thought I would pass.
Oh, I had a teacher like that.
And when I passed and I told her, she was like, "What?" Like she
The
was
world.
shocked. And
That
I just went about the rest of like the fourth quarter doing absolutely nothing.
your
And
merry way. I got
anytime she tried and say something, I'd be like, "Well, I passed the EOC." Damn.
got my credit from that. I'm good.
Yeah.
It's it's ironic we bring up biology because my sister just took her test today
Oh,
for
really?
her
Oh,
AOC,
yeah,
and
that's
then
what was happening today.
yeah, it was that, and then they said, and then another test today, the ACUS history.
Oh,
But
yeah. How do you think they did on that? I didn't hear any news about a seizure, so,
so D&D buddies, they were like, I saw two of their notes on Instagram,
Mhm.
and they were both in dismay.
Yeah.
They were both like, I hate history so much. What were those questions? Well, if we're playing tomorrow, I'm gonna try to ask them and see what they were, and then I'll let you know. But I
Mhm.
hope they did okay.
I'm sure they did fine.
Like I said, I think they could have gotten through it by BSing.
I mean, I BS'd my way to it and I barely passed. But like, if they were actually paying attention in class instead of doing what I was doing, I think they were fine.
Yeah, I think they'll be good. But anyway, back to our main topic at hand. Shall we go to sophomore year?
Uh,
Or
yeah.
is there anything we want to touch on freshman year before we switch over?
Well, I was gonna think about mentioning the time I got I got pulled out of our Miss Algebra's class to talk
You
to the
did?
social worker because of how bad my grades were.
Mm.
And the the social worker just started talking about like fan fiction with me. Yeah, that was kind of it. Like that was it. They were just like,
That's
"So
that's
you good?" Yeah, I'm fine. Okay.
oh, that's
What do you do in
fun.
your free time? Fan fiction. Oh, real as fuck.
What do you read? But that's funny. I feel like I haven't had that many, I guess, funny instances my freshman year that I can remember. I remember I had this one friend at the beginning of the year, like one of my first like friends, like total stranger friends,
Hmm.
and she was like very social. Like she first started interacting with me. I don't know how she started interacting with me, but she just started interacting with me. She used to be in our math class, so this was before I knew you, so
Hmm.
but they ended up moving away sometime in the middle of the year. I don't remember. Not in the middle, like beginning or of the year. And I don't speak to them now, but I remember she would always like find me and just like point me out and then come run over talking to me. And I'd be like, oh, that's fun.
That's fun.
And there was a story. Oh, that's the story I was trying to remember. Remember when it was like hurricane, it was raining really bad and they didn't shut down school until like a day later.
Yeah.
Basically, me and her was like going to fourth period because we had B lunch together, and we were walking, and then it started raining really bad. So I go and I open my umbrella. Tell me why it shoots up, falls out. The spring gone, the umbrella part gone on the floor. But she's like, "Oh, can we please stop by guidance? I need to grab something." And I'm like, "Girl, it's raining." But she's like, "Please, bro." And then we ended up going, and pushing our way through the rain, holding the umbrella, like the umbrella part.
Hmm.
And then guidance was like, "Nah, you gotta go to class."
That's
So
crazy.
then we had to go. Then we had to go back to class, which is on the third floor.
I remember I had Miss, I'm saying her name because I fucking hate her, Miss Green. Oh
Mm.
my God. Uh, three? Yeah. Okay. I can walk. I can go with my friend. My friend. I go with my friend, yeah. No. 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 Mm, no. Okay. Okay. I'm not kidding. I think this is the most amount of times I've ever been interrupted while recording a video.
I was gonna say, since both my sisters went to bed because Sammy was really tired from last night, and then Kendra just has to go to bed early because she gets grumpy. So
Mhm.
my dad was just like lock your door, and I'll leave you. But there has been instances where there'll be them like yelling in my videos, and I'm just like I don't care. If anything, it makes the recording more natural. And because that's how I psych myself out of editing it. I'm just like, ah, it's okay, leave it in.
I mean, the last
But
like 3 videos I uploaded, I didn't edit them like at all.
yeah, for me, like genuinely, since because Hope was like, I don't mind saying his name because I'm not gonna say like, I'm not dropping what he does. But if anything, I'll just bleep it. But for whenever he says I record it in batches, and which is true, I always do like 4 at a time. But I just find it more efficient to just get a series out the way.
Mm.
But he's just like, oh, he doesn't really complain. He's just like, ah, it's nice. He just wants me to get more consistent. I think that was his only like concern because he didn't really care if it was poorly edited or well edited.
Yeah.
Because to be truthful, I don't really edit anything out besides if the audio is too quiet or if I need to like get a chunk of silence out the way because I do
Mm.
like the millennial pause.
Yeah.
And then I just slam my intro, outro, and then I just put it. That's all I do. I remember when I first started making videos, I would put like little captions, but then I was like, that's so much work.
No, for real. I thought about putting
So
captions and then I no.
yeah, like
Changed
I
my
remember
mind real.
yeah, like I could go back to my first videos. Also, viewers, go check out my channel if you're new. Um, I remember my first videos, I would put like little text of saying, "Oh, this is what we're talking about today. This is what the main points of this are," and then I would start talking. But I was like, that's so much work. I'm not gonna do that.
I remember
But
my first videos I used to put so much effort. Like for my thumbnails, I would like add images in. Why are the ants in
yeah,
my house?
I think that's something I'll probably go back and do. Is after we finish this video and I upload this one, I'll probably actually curate
Hmm.
like proper thumbnails for each of them, just so it looks a bit nicer. Even if I don't pursue this channel further, at least it'll look nice.
Yeah.
I think that's
There is
something
a
I'll probably
genuine infestation in my room. I hate
of
this
what
genuinely.
of
Termites and then also these ants because of the termites. Because
oh
termites are flying onto my desk, they're making themselves at home in a little spot and then they're dying. And
oh
because they're dead, the ants are just coming in and deciding to like cannibalize them or whatever. Which I
off.
appreciate. I appreciate the cleanup, but can you guys like not?
Yeah, I get that. My bathroom is actually like we've had termites a couple times, and my bathroom's starting to have like a couple. But what I like is that the light when like you're going to shower or when you're brushing your teeth or something is so bright that it brings like the moths and like the termites, and then it brings the lizards. The lizards will eat the termites.
Mm.
So that's kind of nice. But my sister actually, she called me over because she's like, I don't know, and I'm like, what? And I go and she's like, there's a termite, and I'm like, dude, just put water on it. You'll be
Uh,
fine.
one just crawled on my arm.
Okay, that was a bad time to say put
Uh,
water.
uh,
Hmm. But
uh,
I think we should.
yeah,
I
my
think we
knee.
went too far from our. We strayed far away.
I think that's just how conversations go.
Yeah, but I think we gotta reel it back in.
Yeah.
So we'll reel it back in. Going back to the teacher you don't like,
Mhm.
Miss.
Miss
You
Green.
said
Yeah,
French.
that day when it flooded, I remember I got out of her class, which is second floor in the 900 building. I didn't know it had been raining. Like we didn't hear it. I step out, flooded.
It's crazy how they still haven't figured that problem out. We've gone here 4 years.
That's so stupid.
It still floods, and the fact that
I
they
literally
literally
I've seen the drains and it's just like they're just like full.
yeah, like you didn't think to figure that out, guys? And like especially now because they put in new turf or whatever, new grass.
Yeah. Do you think those
So
will
like
actually work or?
What, the new grass
The new like sewer stuff that they're
or the new
doing.
sewer stuff? I
Yeah.
have no clue. I'm gonna have to ask Sammy.
I saw them putting concrete around it today. And in
Maybe
full
they'll
honesty,
mm,
I'm looking at it. I'm looking at the grass. I'm looking at the
mm,
level of everything.
yeah.
Tell me why the like drainage stuff is higher than the ground.
Oh,
Hmm.
that's not correct.
Yeah.
Maybe the school ran out of money.
Like,
It's
do we
unlike them. Oh,
want the lawn to be flooded, guys? Like, are we going for an aesthetic?
yeah. Like, do we want insert our school water park again? That's happened like so many times.
I remember it happened when I was still friends with I can say his name. When I was like still close friends with Siler and we would like hang out after school pretty frequently. You know Siler,
Mm,
right?
I do, yes.
Yeah, but it happened while me and him were still friends. So I remember having like wade through stuff to the front of the. You remember where the arch used to be before they killed it?
Before they killed it, yes, I do remember. Oh my God, I remember
Yeah, I
walking through
had
there.
to. Yeah,
Everyone walking to get out of school,
I was
and everyone like
fighting for
lifting
my
their shoes up.
life to get over there.
I remember because that was before my sister started going with me. So I would walk home and stuff, and not walk all the way home, but walk to a certain point, and then my dad would get me.
Mhm.
But I remember I have to walk there through with my shoes, and because I didn't want to take them off, I had to walk through and like what is it like trudge through it all, and everyone else is trying to leave. There's some kids lifting their shoes over the water, and I'm like, guys,
Yeah, I remember walking through it, it's hitting like a particularly deep patch, and there was so many
mm,
people that I was just like, yeah, no, I'm not going around this. I just went through and I waited for Siler.
yeah, because like there was so like es- I can't believe at like dismissal time they wouldn't think to hold us like at least a little bit so it could drain. But then again, it was
Or
actively
maybe
raining.
open up a different exit.
Yeah, like you guys could just say, yeah, go out this way, like instead of having us trudge through during those times. I was like,
Yeah, like
dude,
you know how they're still not they opened the exit next to the art room.
I noticed that.
It's just like fucking closed now. Like I don't understand why they just refuse to keep these exits open for us.
I feel like they should keep more exits open, though, especially at dismissal. Just like go around, unlock them, and then once the kids leave, lock them back. It's not that difficult. Like,
It
yeah, sure,
really
you could
isn't.
say it risks intruders, but like, I don't think
It
anyone's gonna
risks
in.
intruders. Our metal detectors are like bipolar.
Yeah, like this morning. Speaking of the metal detectors, bro, even though we've only had it for like 2 years now, this morning, like security, 5 kids consecutively, ding, 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 ding. They didn't get searched. The two past times I've been dinged, they immediately be like, "Hey, ma'am, come here."
That's crazy.
There's one. Not only are the machines bipolar,
Genuinely, I think they're just
but
for show, low key.
the security is just biased.
Oh yeah, we
Like,
know this.
yeah, because I saw it this morning as I was waiting for my sister to put her bottle in her bag. 5 kids consecutively, ding, 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 ding. 3 of them got fist bumps from the security guards, and I was like, all right, guys. So
Yeah,
you're
if the
telling me
security
one day,
guards know the kids,
mm-hmm.
they usually just leave them alone.
Yeah, but in my brain, I'm thinking worst case scenario. What if one of those times those kids actually pulls up with something?
Oh yeah, you remember when your dad walked in with a pocket?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And and he said the only thing that they complained about was his keys.
Yeah. And the thing is, like,
Obviously, he wasn't planning on
technically
doing it.
after
He was
the what's the 21st, we're not allowed back on campus. Like, we'll be quote unquote trespassing.
mm-hmm. I
I've
saw.
seen kids in the past who should not have been on campus, and they just like made it on. Like they just showed up. Security didn't care. So, given
They're not.
these kids were like confused. They were like, "What? We're not supposed to be at school anymore?" But
Mm,
like, you're telling me they just
still,
like got onto campus?
yeah.
Seriously?
Like I don't know. They just don't care.
Oh yeah,
But
it's
speaking of
genuinely
not
just for show.
like speaking of not caring, remember our freshman while we're still in freshman year? Remember that false call we had in the beginning of the year?
Oh yeah, I was stuck in Miss Green's class during that too.
Dang, I
It
was
kind of
stuck
sucked.
in.
After a certain point, she told us to just get back in our desks and to continue doing work.
Yeah, because it was like they had us all like I remember I was in my history, my world history class, and I was sitting like in the back with like a couple friends, and we were just sitting there, and I'm like, all right, this is something else. While my teacher, he was looking outside the window, because initially we all saw like cops and everyone's looking out the window, and then that's when they said, okay, can we go into lockdown? And I was like, okay, great. So I'm sitting there in the back of the class on the third floor, and we all just hear like stomping, and we're like, okay, that's great.
Mm,
But it was just like them searching around the school. I remember seeing videos of like the SWAT and whatever looking into like the locker room and stuff. And kids are just like, no, it's just us over here.
yeah.
But I think,
Crazy.
yeah. And the amount of not many times this happened, but remember like last year, I think it was last year when that random guy snuck onto campus.
After school?
I don't know, I don't remember if it was no, I think it was in the
It was a
morning. It was
lockdown after school last year. I was gonna bring this one up
oh, okay.
because that was I got trapped in a room with Hey Diddle Diddle and
Oh,
Gypsy and Tristan, Lily.
uh, yeah.
Um, yeah, that was an experience for sure.
Was that the day you told me that like the girls started screaming?
Yeah,
Oh,
like when they got released, I guess they got the message that like, oh, it's all good first. But the
yeah.
kids just like ran out of the classroom screaming, and I was like literally horrified. And then you'll never guess who afterwards was like, wasn't that a great bonding experience, guys?
Hmm.
No.
No, that was not what that was. But yeah, like the amount of little lockdowns we've had, bro. But also like the fact that like the schools wouldn't close when it would rain so poorly. It's insane. But anyway, enough about the weather. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I want to mention of freshman year before we hop to sophomore year, which was something else of another some kind of humiliation. But anyway, I don't think I have anything else to say about freshman year. Do you have anything else to say?
I don't think so. I know, like, I think I was dating someone at the beginning of freshman year, and then like midway
I think
through, I was like,
you're quote unquote
this is
dating.
gonna work out. I'm low key a piece of shit.
Oh, oh no. I think my freshman year I didn't really have anything going for me. I remember my the
Well,
summer
but the
after
person
freshman.
I was dating, it was from eighth.
Ah, okay, I see.
Yeah,
So it
most of
kind
my
of just turned.
Riz like started and ended in the eighth grade. I don't know what happened that year.
Most of
Not
my
kidding. I
riz was.
dated like too many people that year.
I think that was the same effect for me, but it wasn't in eighth. It was in seventh. I had like the most riz ever, bro. And now just hashtag nobody wants me. But that's okay. But I think freshman year I didn't really have any motion going for me. There was this one guy that I originally had like a mild crush on in the beginning of the year, but I never said anything about it. And then it came down to like the end of the year, and we just randomly started texting, and he was really into me over the summer. And we'd play Minecraft and stuff, and he'd text me a lot and give me good morning. That's how I knew he really, really liked me, because but the only reason why I didn't like him like that is because I got to know him, and I saw him like a brother, and
Mm,
he was also really, really like me. Like, if I showed you his messages, you could be like, yeah, that would sound like something coming from me. So there was that, but I had to let him down. And what's kind of not saying this in like a brash way, because he never did anything wrong to me, but I guess true colors are out because he's like a huge Trump dude.
ooh.
And I think I've mentioned it to you before, but he was really like, and then right after, like, I guess I never like directly rejected him, but I think he could tell that I was not like reciprocating. But I think since then there was this one girl that I knew that was like she was interested in him, so I was like, oh yeah, you can go talk to him. But he was like, nah, I'm aromantic. I don't really want any of that shit. after a whole summer of crushing on me.
That's low-key real as fuck.
But yeah, I thought that was really interesting. But that's like the only motion I had besides like this one junior that I was talking to, quote unquote. And he was going to another school.
Dude, did I ever tell you about that band kid that was into me?
This was when, freshman or sophomore? Or
Freshman.
before? Alright. No, you never told me. I don't think we were like that.
It wasn't like a big thing, but like they tried to get me like um into band.
Really?
Yeah, and it was a senior.
Oh, I was gonna say would I have known them, but never mind.
Yeah, like not a lot happened towards that, but I
No,
just I just remembered that.
I think, that's interesting. You said senior? That doesn't seem right.
Yeah, senior band
Grades
kid.
grades aren't even touching whatsoever. Probably an adult. That's not right. But anyway, and is that all our little tidbits for freshman year?
I think so.
All right, so sophomore year. I'm telling you, worst year academically for me. That's when they dropped all the ace shit on me.
Mm,
That was like, and then other stuff happened in my personal life that I won't get into, but it was like the worst ever for me academically. And then socially, it was like probably not, I don't want to say one of the best, but probably the best like overall out of my high school years. Because that's when I got close with Clarissa before
mm.
I got to know how apparently actually how I was perceived. And then that's when I had you, Gojo, and uh you, Gojo, and I want to say orange hair because I don't know, like I know we're not friends like with them anymore, but I want to keep it safe for like censorship, keep them
Yeah.
private.
Oh my God. I
Yeah.
just I just gotta look at on my desk of what's going on here. Oh my God. A
Oh
fucking the termite like killed itself on one of my books over here and they're tearing it to pieces.
no,
I literally, oh my God, they're carrying one down my wall. Jesus.
they're on a mission.
Can they get out of here?
They need to get. I would get. I would ask. I can ask my grandpa what he uses, but he has a specific bait that you could put that'll just kill him.
Ants
That goes.
or termites?
Oh no, it applies for both.
Really?
Yeah, because my grandma's house used to have them real bad, so my grandpa would leave them around, and then there was like suddenly a big decrease. So I can ask my
They
grandpa what
need like,
I can
whatever it
I can
is.
I can use them.
Was it a homemade thing or did he like buy something?
No, bought
Oh,
bought bought something.
interesting.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
ask him because they used to have a problem real bad. But anyway, sophomore year, not great. But at least we had that friend group in eighth grade, and not eighth grade, eighth
Yeah.
period,
Yeah.
which was nice. It was so loud in that class sometimes, though.
So loud. Do you remember that time they kidnapped my camera?
Very vaguely, yeah. Yes, yes, I remember. I remember.
Yeah, I still have the pictures from that.
Yes, I remember when they took the camera. I do remember that. What's interesting is like the group that did. I don't know if all of them are still friends or not. Gulp. I
I've lost
think I
media.
think I think they are, but I'm very unsure. But that I think eighth period was fun, but at the same time it was like weirdly chaotic.
Yeah.
But for like the
Do you remember Zell getting into our conversation?
I do remember who just pop in every so often
Well, yeah, because we were right next to him.
because we were right there. So he's like, ah, hello. Let me pop in.
Mr. Florida History.
Yeah, Mr. Florida history, Mr. A little bit angry sometimes.
A little bit.
A little bit, little. Oh, Mr. Crush out. I heard it. Well, to my knowledge, his credentials kind of got worse after us, like with the new realm, with the new group of sophomores.
Well, yeah, I heard that they
But
not
I
great.
don't blame him. I don't blame him. They were not so great.
Oh yeah,
That's
I heard
that's
that this year's Ace sophomores they have like they show like the most potential than most people have in like years.
oh, that's awesome. Then
Yeah,
that's great.
someone said that in I'm saying his legal name in Nick's room.
Mm,
I couldn't think of something to replace his name.
it's okay. But that's nice. That's nice. Yeah, that's great to hear. Cause like considering like how that's something about Ace though is what I will say is I kind of generalized our like class of 26 to just Ace kids.
Mhm.
So when 12th grade hit and we were no longer grouped with only Ace kids, I just remembered that there's other people that were outside of Ace. That if you weren't friends with me and you weren't doing Ace, then I did not know about you.
But yeah, I think I mostly knew Ace kids as well, even though
Like yeah, I kind of like
not
I
an
general.
Ace.
Yeah, it's okay though. I think I like generalized the whole grade to just ace kids. So when the 12, like I said, when 12th grade hit and I was just when I was in class, now I'm in classes with like non-ace kids. Like again, I'm still in classes with a good amount of ace kids, but at the same time there's non-ace kids and I'm like, ah, I did not know you existed.
Yeah, Gypsy was kind of my first introduction to non-Ace kids. Lucky.
Yeah, that would make sense. I was gonna say like I think my no, first non-ace kid like introduction was this one friend. I don't I'm lost at a name, but I have her face in my mind. She was like my first introduction to being like a non-ace kid as like my friend.
Mm,
But I think other than her, I had like a couple other non-ace kids, but they weren't like my friends. They were like, more like people I just spoke to.
mm.
But
Oh wait, I forgot about
yeah,
Siler. Holy shit. Okay, that's technically my first.
oh, just wiped him after we talked about him freshman year. Like, okay, he's been addressed.
Yeah, I don't know. Sophomore year was something. I don't remember most of it.
To be honest, I don't remember most of it besides just like the bad and also like the stuff that I'm looking back on after what happened with Clarissa.
Mm,
After I look back at it, one thing I do admit that was good out of my sophomore year is I met Soraya.
yeah.
I met Soraya that year, and I think that was something that good that came out of that because we had like so many classes. Well, not so many, but we had two classes. But I think to compare like all my years, I would say that sophomore year was my worst like academically because it was so much ace shit.
Mm.
But socially, it was probably one of my better years because I was like blinded.
I think
But
socially, my junior year was probably the best because that's when I got closer, mostly with like people
uh,
that I'm still friends with now today, like with age.
yeah, I was gonna say it's the age.
Yeah, technically, me and Lily were friends in sophomore year. When she
Yeah,
joined my
that's
D&D
also
table.
that's also when I met her because me and her had the same study hall.
Mm,
So and she was friends with one of my friends, and then we just started talking like that way. I remember I think on the last few days of I think my sophomore year, me, her, and Clarissa were doing one of the bracket fights with Pokemon, which was all three there talking. I think when you noticed that we were friends, you were like, "Since when?" Because I think you were like surprised to find out that we knew each other because you didn't, because none of us had, neither of us had brought it up.
oh no, yeah.
Yeah,
That's how it was when I found out that Lily knew Siler too.
I think finding that friends that you have like that you know that didn't know they knew each other and you're trying to like acquaint them in a way. Like it would have been kind of funny if you like introduced me to Lily and then we were like, yeah, I know you. Like yeah, I already know. I already know. I think that's kind of funny. But anyway, other than like Ace being such a pain, I remember one day I brought Starfruit and I was just going around distributing it.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, and I remember Mr. Zelly, he was like, "Yay!" But one thing I really feel bad on looking back at it is me and my dad only washed those with like the hose water from outside, and then they were sun dried.
Gulp.
but nobody got sick or ill, and they said this is fantastic. So,
As
and I
far
gave
as
the rest
you
to
know.
I gave the rest to my fourth period teacher. And then there was this one kid who tried them for the first time, and he was like, "Do you have any more?" And I was like, "No, I gave it to Miss Ace English." And he was like, "Damn." So he was like, "Should I ask her for?" And I was like, if you want."
You get that
I
kid
remember,
addicted.
I remember, I gave Miss Ace English a lot of like foods from my house for some reason. Because I remember I gave her star fruit, I gave her elephant apple, which I had to tell her smelled really bad, so it would probably stink up to class. And I brought her moringa, which suspiciously looks like really powdered up weed. So I had to walk with that like very cautiously, and I gave it to her. But not cautious, not like I had it like dangling out. I had it in my bag, but I was like really worried about it exploding. So there was like a point where I would
Mm,
just hold it, and no one ever thought it gave me like a glare. So I was like, okay, great, I'm in the clear. So I think that was fun. But
yeah,
other than that, I don't really recall having anything like outstanding in my sophomore year. Again, besides just academic pain.
yeah. Can we call me getting indoctrinated by Hey Diddle Diddle sophomore year standout?
I would say that is a standout, yes. I don't know what else you would call it.
I mean, technically, I'm allowed to talk about it because the case is closed now.
Oh, okay. So, I mean, if you're comfortable,
Technically.
are we able to put this on the channel? Is YouTube okay?
I mean, like, it's not like he can sue me. What's he gonna do? Like, hey, what's he gonna say in court? Like, hey, listen, I groomed this kid, but the way they talked about me was really mean.
You make a good point. You make a good point.
Yeah, but
I'm gonna be when we're editing this, I'm just gonna like go through each of our tangents and be like here, and like I'll cut them out and make like a devoted segment. I think this will probably be the longest video on my channel because according to the little recording thing, we've been recording for like 40 something minutes now.
yeah, this might if we keep going for another like 30 minutes, it'll be the longest one on my channel. I think I just
Yeah.
uploaded like an hour long video. I was playing through a part of the DLC on Resident Evil 7.
Yeah, I think I try to keep my videos really short, but then I end up like yapping a bit because literally that's all I do for my channel is I just read off of my little because I have like I'll have a document with what I'm gonna be talking about and then I just yap.
You plan?
Yeah, kind of, sort of, loosely. Like when I say plan, I mean I just look up Google. I go to Google. I go to my topic that I want to look up. I go through a couple websites. I put like information in my document in a document, and then I just read off of that. And I just kind of yap and free and spitball.
Mm,
That's as much planning that goes into it. And then sometimes I just like look up basic bullet points for each topic, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna yap my ass off. Not saying that I give like incorrect information, but like I'll just do that.
mm.
And I
Spreading
plan in the sense that
misinformation.
I've had like I guess I've had like a list of topics and I just check off every time I do one. But anyway, where were we?
Software, and then
Yes. Anything outstanding else that we would include, or you feel like it's pretty?
uh, taking the geometry test, passing.
Yay.
Were there any other tests? Oh yeah, the fast.
Mm.
How did you do on that? I can't remember.
I think I passed. I don't. I think I got. I
No,
mean, I could probably.
obviously you passed. That was like the
Well,
last year that we could take it, and you haven't been called to retake. So
yeah.
yeah, we're all
I
good.
think that's something I mentioned to my parents that we'll probably get my sister like a helper for so that she can prepare. Because like I'll sit down with her and do it and she understands it, but I'm like, what happens on the test? Is it just like the absence of someone being there? Which is where I get a little like confused.
She should learn how to be more independent. I've said that.
No, I know
I,
that.
I,
No, I'm
I stand by independence for them
yeah. Let
academically.
me see. Okay, yeah, look, I pulled up my test scores now. I was loading for a second, but my geometry one, I got a 3. And then my ELA, I also got a 3.
Hmm.
That's, I mean, I know that's not awful, but I think for me, that's pretty shitty. But that's okay. I think my other sister, she took her fast math. She got a 5.
Oh,
Granted, she's in sixth grade,
yeah,
but
those are easier.
a 5 is a 5.
Yeah,
She's been getting pretty much 5s for a while now. Oh jeez.
but
Okay, I should not have clicked onto my freshman year.
yeah, no, I avoid those like the plague. Only one I'll
Yeah.
ever go back and look at is my biology one, because like me saying like, oh, I never paid attention at all. You would think I like barely got a 3, right?
Yeah, what, you got like a high 3?
Yeah, I got like a high, like mid-high 3.
Oh, that's nice. I also got a high 3.
Like Loki, when
But
taking the biology test, to me, it kind of just like felt like common sense.
mm,
You
I
know,
see, yeah,
like
'cause it's
I like
kind of
already knew the shit that they were talking about.
yeah. Anyway, besides our little state tests, I remember when I had to take all the ACE exams and I was like racking my brain, and I was just like, I just want to be done. Because I don't, to be quite honest, I don't even remember the exams enough to tell you like what I did. I just know it's just writing, 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 writing. I couldn't tell you what I was writing about.
I've only ever taken one ACE test because I
Mm,
skipped one freshman year.
That's all I hear. No. I think for like the bulk of the ACE tests I took, I got a E. Besides, guy that I don't like at all, and I have many words that I can say, but I will not say it on YouTube. But I think ACE tests were just something else. One thing I will say, even though I didn't get the diploma, is it definitely helped my writing by like a mile.
Mm.
Because that's not to say that I wrote shitty before, but I wrote significantly better after, I feel like. And then I hit guy that I don't like, and then my writing went down again.
Mm.
But
Oh,
anyway,
I
nothing
remembered
really.
something sophomore year. My
What? And
English class, I wrote some poems that I remember really liking, and
yeah.
I gave them to Hey Diddle Diddle for keepsaking. I was like, hey, hang on to this for me. Never got it back.
Oh, you don't even have any pictures or anything.
I found one of them.
Oh, yay.
One of them. But that's because I had to do it for a project in that class. Like we had to put it on like a poster board and shit.
Oh, I
So
see.
I had two other poems.
Oh, okay. I think, since we're graduating stuff, I'm probably gonna try to save some of my writing since we're gonna lose all of our stuff.
Oh yeah, Mr. Hope said that we don't lose access to our stuff until like November or September.
So we'll keep our 06 like access and stuff for like a little
Yeah.
while.
And we get to
Oh,
keep Premiere Pro for free
oh,
until
really?
November or September.
Oh,
Because that comes with our 06, you know?
thought about that. But I think once we like get our school or our college
Mm.
stuff, we can just reinsert it and get that again.
Well, yeah, but I don't think colleges give it to you for free. I'm talking about
Yeah.
like Premiere specifically.
Oh no, no, no. I'm talking about Word.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think we have free access to that without a subscription.
I thought it doesn't have to be paid though.
No. What are you talking
No.
about?
I don't know. I thought we had to buy it.
No. It's like with Google Docs.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I didn't know that. That's new news to me. But anyway, anything else we want to add sophomore year, or do we want to hop to junior year? Which also
Um,
sucked, but it's okay.
all the stuff I can think about for sophomore year it involves Hey Diddle Diddle.
Oh. Well, we can do the air out session at the end. Okay, let's just go to junior year for our I was 6.
Okay. My junior year,
So
I was deep in the trenches of pivotal.
yeah, I think my junior year I was in the trenches as regards to like academically. I actually had like a what's the opposite of downfall? It's not upfall. I know it's not that. It's
Uprising,
upright. I want to say uprising. Like I started
academic comeback.
academic comeback. I started doing so much better. It was my first year of high school since like first quarter freshman year of me getting AB honor roll, and I got that
Mm,
twice. The only reason I didn't get it the full 3 times because I had like a C or something.
mm.
Both times were caused by, um, I don't blame him for this. Obviously, I blame myself. But Mr. ACUS history. That's the reason why I didn't get it because I would always just get a C in his class. But I was just
Okay,
like, at least I
listen.
passed.
Love Mr. ACU's history. We're like this. Crossing my fingers. We're like this. He's a
Yeah.
great teacher. He's a good person. And I hate his fucking class.
I think he was probably a really one of my best ACE teachers besides Miss Ace English, even though we had
Yeah,
her on and off.
I
He was
didn't
probably
love the way he taught, you know?
I think he's just fun personality.
Yeah, he is fun for sure. I like,
His
I don't
class,
know.
that's a
His class and the way that he taught, I don't love PowerPoint teachers.
you would not have liked my government teacher because that's what he does. He does the assignment and then he goes over it
That's
next
what
day.
my government teacher does, Anna. And you've
Oh,
seen me wishing death upon him.
yeah, yeah. I see. What do you think your teachers could have done differently if not a PowerPoint teacher?
Teaching
What would you have
normally.
preferred?
Oh my god,
Normal.
he's in the store? I didn't know he was in the store already. I'm sorry. I have Marvel Rivals playing in the background for this.
It's
And
okay.
I got a notification for the store and the Bucky skin that I've been raving about is out.
Yeah. Oh yay.
Yeah, I don't have enough money yet,
Aw.
but I'm working on it.
I'll ask Soraya for a donation again. After helping you contribute towards Tomodachi Life, she can contribute again. But getting back to junior year, I think I was getting better at like the ace stuff, kind of, sort of, maybe. Like I remember when my teachers wasn't here for like half of the year because she was on maternity leave, so we had a substitute and like work to do, which was fine. I didn't mind that. But I think when she got back, it was like a weird shift, and we actually went back to doing work like in person in class and doing like activities and shit. But she so obviously was like, I don't give a shit about you guys. And like you know that one clip or that one audio of Joe where he's like, use your brain,
The
the
thing
thing
in
in
your
your head.
head, use it.
Yeah, like, yeah, like that's the epitome of what she would do when we'd ask questions. Because I truthfully believe that she didn't care, and our point is proven because she didn't return this year. So,
A lot of teachers
but
didn't return this year.
yeah, but it was so obvious for her, I feel like, because even when she did come back and we started doing more things in class, she literally told us, she's like, just do the study guide, and that's really it. Good luck on the test. And I remember that was also the year when I was retaking one of my ACE exams, which was ironically also taught by her, but it was just something else. And then for my other one with my not wonderful, I'm not saying wonderful, I can't even get myself to say it. Mr. Baldfellow, or almost Baldfellow.
My English teacher,
Yeah, your English teacher.
he's something
Uh,
else.
yeah, I didn't learn anything in that class, and my feeling of the exam, I feel like is not my own doing, it's his. I've brought that up many times before. I've said many unique words about him. Um,
Yeah.
but I think that was really my only flaw. And then I think what really kind of tacked on to like the upset of me not passing that exam was the fact that I did so well on Mr. ACUS history.
Hmm.
And I think that was also just where that's kind of where, that was my really only main academic quote unquote flaw my junior year. Also, my math teacher getting uh kicked out because he was abusing kids. But okay.
Wasn't he also a pedo?
Yeah, he
Mm.
was both. But he was able to get like, what is it, resigned before police involvement. Which is ironic because I remember Soraya, the day that he was like kicked out, they had Soraya's class like move and go elsewhere, and then they took him out the class like right in front of them. Which were
Crazy drama. I wonder how Hey Diddle Diddle students this year. Like, I wonder what that situation was like for them.
what, like the switch over from having Dill Dill to just another teacher.
Oh yeah, I wonder like what happened like in class.
Oh yeah, I do. I wonder too. I remember when my math teacher was taken out, not shot. When he was
They took
taken
him
out
out
of
back.
when they took no when they I mean when they took him out of the school, and we had a sub for a little while, and then we got moved to like those portables that are now not there anymore. It was kind of like chill. They would just give us like filler worksheets, and then Mr. What's a name we can give him? I don't really have a good name for him.
Mr. Class
Guy that
Subject.
Mr. Guy that has the same name as a character from Digital Circus. Um, he would just
Uh,
he would just come by and make sure everyone has their little thing, and then as long as we did the work, whether we did it using our brain or
man.
just looked up the answer.
Y'all are low-key lucky that you had Mr. Digital Circus there instead of what I had my junior year when Miss Kelsey like
Mr. Digital
quit or
Circus,
whatever. Because you know who was coming to my class and bothering us?
who
Evil Miss Ruiz. That's right, I'm saying her name.
I remember my class that since we had Mr. Digital Circus, he would pop in every so often and just make sure we had like the work, and then they would just sign us off. As long as we did like the bulk of like the worksheets or whatever, they'd be like, "Ah, it's fine, you'll pass, whatever."
Mm,
But I think the reason why, another, well, also because I was not good at math, is the reason why I didn't go to like pre-calc is because of that also. But not like I wanted to go to pre-calc. I would not want to go to pre-calc. But
mm,
I think that was the reason why I didn't move to that, because I think I was supposed to, but the fact that our teacher like dropped off in the
yeah.
middle of the
Yo, I think the termites are fighting back.
oh,
There's like a war going on my desk right now.
gotta have like a feature
There's
film.
there's dead ants on the books that I used to prop my TV screen up. It's really gross. I'm gonna have to clean it after we finish.
Yeah, after we finish here, you gotta have that like feature film. Shout out termites.
I literally
But
cleaned it like yesterday.
oh no, that's
The
the
thing that
worst
irks
when you
me.
But if we want to get into not academic complaining about junior year, you already have heard about it. But I suppose I will tell my viewers and your viewers technically as well. Me and um Clarissa had a bit of an issue, and she didn't want to address it with me, and instead I had to find out through like third, fourth, fifth person. And I think that's what really screwed me up. And I remember telling this, and Soraya actually brought it to my attention, is like a couple weeks before junior year, I texted Soraya, and I was like, I have a feeling this is gonna be one of my worst years mentally and emotionally and socially.
You knew.
And I kid you not, it was on the spot. It was the worst. So, cause she responded, this was like a couple weeks ago, like present day, a couple weeks ago. She was like, "Oh, I was looking through our messages for something, and I came across this." And she was like, "You were so right, bro."
You knew.
I just know because I remember I joked with her. I was like, "Yeah, I just kind of have like a premonition for all things negative," and that's not to
Why
sound
couldn't you
corny.
premonish Mr. Hey Diddle Diddle?
I don't know. I don't know. I wish I could have helped, but Still, I was so surprised when she pointed that out. I was like, damn, I was right. That's kind of, but I think after that issue with Clarissa, and then there was other issue with guy that doesn't know he's gonna be gay yet. Um, that's what my dad says. Um, after our issue and him being like my October canon event stuff,
Hmm.
I think after that I was just like out of it, bro. And then for like after October, November, and December, I tried like winding down, thinking, okay, I'll be fine. And then January comes, and everything flares up again because I find out more shit. And then I'm like, okay, that's fantastic, that's great. And then I think during that time was when I really only had like you, Soraya, and very loosely Gojo, like kind of, sort of, maybe not really.
Mm,
So I think around that time was when I had like no one to a degree, besides like the beginning of junior-ish, kind of.
yeah.
But yeah, it was like the worst ever, bro. I remember that day specifically. Ironically, I think it was Clarissa's birthday, and it was a B day, and I was in Mr. Ace Literature class, Baldy, and I was telling him like he was gonna have us write something, and I was like clearly not in a state to write. So I was just like, hey, I don't feel so great. Can I like not write? And he just airs out my business to everybody. And he was just like, oh, do you want to go cry? And I'm like, thanks for telling everybody. So then I just leave.
That's crazy.
And yeah, so I take the pass and I leave as fast as I fucking can. Because I'm not gonna stand there with everyone looking. Which was really ironic because one of my ops is in that class, bro. He was in that class. And I was like, this fucking sucks. So I was there for like a little while and then I came back.
Mr.
And
Baldy
then
is genuinely evil.
he is evil because why you and you heard what he sounds like. So him saying, "Do you want to go cry in the bathroom stall?"
He's loud as fuck.
He's so loud, and I'm sitting there, and obviously Soraya's in front of me, and then some other kids are like next to me, because you know how his classroom's laid out.
Yeah.
And I sit like I was sitting I sat kind of close to the door, so like you know how there's like a row of desks like right next to the door.
Hmm.
On the I want to say right side of the room. I was in that first row there, and I was like second or third
I
desk
think I
away.
remember. I think I remember where you sat. I remember coming in to deliver a paper once, maybe.
Yeah, yeah, I was like third, second desk from the door, and I was like, great. And I'm just gonna have to dash my ass out of here and go like sob for a little bit, and then I come back and I'm like, I'm not feeling any better, but I'm just like, oh, we have to come back. I'm taking too long. I think that was a pretty bad day for me.
Okay.
Sophomore year, not sophomore, junior year, and then after that, I was like, okay, great, this is awesome. But I think that was my only really bad time. With my really bad experience was just socially then.
Yeah. I think me and you were going through it junior year.
No, for real. I remember we'd be in Hope and it would just be a debrief session after debrief session.
Oh yeah. Do you remember that one time that Hey Diddle Diddle like high key convinced me that like Gypsy was my op?
I remember that, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I remember during that time, obviously I wanted to just be there for you, so I was like, if, whatever, however you're feeling, obviously I'm not very good at being empathetic, but I know I'll try to be sympathetic.
Hmm.
So I remember I was kind of just there to be like a listener, but now looking back at it, I'm like, damn, really could have like stepped in. But
Neither of us
we
are at fault for the actions of Hey Diddle Diddle.
yeah.
Nobody is, except for him.
Except him, he takes full responsibility.
Except he literally doesn't.
No one ever likes to take accountability anymore.
Especially not people who are genuinely in the wrong.
Yep, know that all too well to be too well.
And especially grown ass men.
Yep, actually, if I can feel it. But I'm trying to think what else was that occurred my junior year. Oh yeah, I had my first crush for like the first crush in a while that wasn't reciprocated, but it was nice to have, I guess, for the time being. Cause I remember I'd mentioned it to you like a couple times.
Oh yeah.
I think I'll just use his name, his code name, D&D guy.
Hmm.
And I remember I would talk about him to Soraya a lot and stuff like that. And I was really fucking
You were
going,
down bad,
like,
I'm not gonna lie.
I was down bad, bro. It was actually horrific
There were
because he
times
really,
you would talk about him, and I'd be like, "Wow, this kind of just sounds like a regular guy," but whatever.
yeah,
Whatever
like
rose
looking,
your boat.
no, literally, like after like the crush wears off, I'm like, yeah, he's just a guy for real. But I think for the time being, I think it was really the fact that I hadn't had a crush in so long
Mhm.
was why it was so strong, I guess.
I think
And
you had a
also,
pretty good crush sophomore year. I don't know. I think that person was pretty cool. Uh, don't you agree?
yeah. But I remember now looking back at it, I'm like, I'm pretty fucking deluded. But it's okay. I think he was a fun, like, little era. Because I think having a crush is fun until it's not.
Oh yeah.
But I would say he was a pretty interesting, fun kind of crush. But like I said, it's probably the reason why it was so, like, strong was probably because it was, like, my first one, like, a while.
Hmm.
Like, like, legitimate, like, strong, I guess, willed one. But like, I think what really like it kind of transferred over into like obviously I still talk to him now because we still play D&D.
Yeah.
But I think what like I was talking to Sarai about it. And let me know if this doesn't make sense or if it does make sense. You ever like really like someone and then you like get over them, like you do get over them, but like when they bring up being in a relationship or having someone else, you still have like that lingering feeling of being hurt even though you're not interested in them.
Like a little bit of like jealousy.
Yeah, I like that because recently, semi recently, because we haven't played in a while, I remember when I first told him that I liked him just to get out the way and just because I'm not gonna see him for like a summer and then I can forget about it.
Mhm.
And when he first, I was worried that I ruined the friendship. So I was like, oh, I'm sorry if I, made you uncomfortable anyway. And he was like, oh, I'm just not trying to be in a relationship. It's fine. Don't stress it, right?
Mhm.
I think what bothered me about that is like now since we're playing again, what ticked me off now is I think that he has a girlfriend now.
Mhm.
But you're telling me a year ago you were like, oh, I don't want a relationship. But obviously
Mm.
I was talking to Sarai about it, but I'm like things could change in a year, so I don't really care. But I think
Yeah.
when he first mentioned it, I was just like hurt, but not hurt in a heartbroken way, just hurt as in like he couldn't have just said, I'm sorry, I'm not into you. But that's a story for another day. I'm not gonna get into my little ramble on the channel about that. I can keep that for private conversations only. But okay, then my dad's going to bed. But that was one of my main little lore things. I think I was just pretty fucking deluded. But it's okay.
Oh. I was like losing my mind junior year, and then I'd come to our class, Miss Rope's class, and then you'd be like, I don't know, should I tell him? It was kind of funny.
What, it
Like
would
I
just be
I
like,
was I was genuinely losing my mind. I was like convinced my friends were like my enemies,
yeah.
and then I'd show up to class and prepare to like give you relationship advice.
Yeah, I think I could have been a bit more of a help, but I mean, I had ears, I was listening. I think it's just
I don't know. I just think it was like it's like a funny what's the word, juxtaposition?
I think it's structured. Let me look it up. It says juxtaposition is the act of playing two or more elements, such as images, ideas, or characters side by side to compare, contrast, or create a unique effect.
Basically. Hmm.
Yeah, because you're going through it and then you're turning to me and you're like, hey, you should tell him.
Just get it out of the way, Anna. Just get it out of the way.
Yeah, because I feel like what I did was I would bring it up to you and then I would listen for when you were losing your mind, but I wouldn't have like proper
Hmm.
advice. But then again, I feel like I struggle with advice giving and I'm more just like ears and like comfort, kind of, sort of, maybe.
Yeah.
I want to get better at giving advice, but I think I've been like squeezed out of all my resources because of this one person from not sophomore, freshman year. But oh yeah, junior year when I first started playing D&D, I really enjoyed that. Though I did really enjoy that.
I was trying to get you into it for like a full year before that.
But it was very very fun, very very fun. I met nice people. And that was very nice. I speak to them. I mean, like I said, I still play with two of them. One
I'm
of
still
them,
incredibly jealous of your table, I must say.
cause well, current table
Compared
or
to
past
mine,
table or both.
compared to mine.
Oh, I'm telling you, we probably could have dropped you in as a side character. You could have ditched them. We just bring you and Gypsy, and we'll be a table of
Well,
eight.
yeah, but like I wanted to DM. That's like the whole thing this year. I was like, oh, I want to DM. I want to be able to do this thing. I wanted to for a while, and then I finally get my own table.
And they're just not great.
And
Yeah,
you've heard the horror
the horror,
stories.
the horror stories. Yeah, I mean, I have to admit, I think my table last year, I think it was really great, especially with Am I able to say her name? Does she mind if we say her name?
You,
Hmm?
who?
One of our lovely Dage Red Panda.
Oh, May?
Yeah, do you think she'll care?
No, I don't think she'll care.
Okay, I think it was great. I think it was great having her around because since she would like to document everything,
Hmm.
and then also that last year everyone was able to play really frequently, which, like you always say, oh, it's an autism thing. It's not an autism thing. Shh. But I think the fact that this year we barely played at all, and that's been a huge like impact for me. Like I didn't. That's why I don't really. That's why I'm kind of displeased about with this year's campaign. But ironically, I was talking to Mr. Hope about it earlier. But our table's fandom, quote unquote, is really active
Hmm.
because we've done so many things with our campaign. We've done art, we've done interviews, mock interviews. We've done little nicknames for everyone. I'm working on mood boards for them. And like I said, it's really a lot of art, playlists, talking about them. One of my Taylor members made them in Tomodachi Life.
Shout out
So I
Tomodachi
like,
Life.
shout out Tomodachi Life. I'm getting my copy in the mail, not in the mail, in the packet from Amazon.
I remember.
But
Do you remember when we were leaving Grad Bash and Gypsy was like guiding me around while I was on my phone? And at
yes,
the
I
end,
remember.
'cause I was
Yes, I remember.
I was ordering Tomodachi Life for pickup at GameStop for the next day.
Yes, I remember. I remember. Grad Bash was insane. I think we'll get into that in this video as well. But I want to say that like I guess the contrast from between the tables was kind of like I wish I could have both, which meaning like we played every week and we also had an active fandom.
Mhm.
But it was more like we played every week and the fandom was less active, and then now we have a really active fandom, but we barely play at all.
Yeah.
But you win some, you lose some. I think I also was talking to Hope about it earlier today, about how I feel like I've invested more in this year's character than my other one, even though I love her. I feel kind of bad, even though they're not real.
Mhm.
I don't know. That's one thing I would say that I frown upon for myself, but it's okay. Any stories from junior year besides Hate to Little?
Um, don't think so.
Hmm. Shall we move on to our current year since it's coming to a close?
Um,
I mean, there's not
I
too
think
really
so.
highlight.
I was gonna I was gonna say one thing about my chemistry teacher. Shout out
Okay.
Mr. Cohen, because that guy he's a good teacher. He's great. I
Mm,
love his attitude. Um,
yeah. I always see him walk around campus.
oh yeah, he's super cool, but every time somebody talks about his class, they're like, I want him dead. I fucking hate this guy. He's so unfair. And I'm thinking of my
Oh, no,
time in his class, which was just like
chill.
chill.
Yeah, like hell, you even interviewed him for Hope, bro.
Oh yeah, yeah, I interviewed him.
So, yeah. I think our era of recording things for Hope, like morning announcements and stuff, was also pretty fun.
Yeah. Do you remember when I would look at the beginning, or we would look at the beginning of the recordings for me, and I would
And
just
you
have
look
like
pretty,
the most miserable face ever.
yeah. And then as soon as the camera would turn on, you lock in.
Yeah, because
I
I don't
think,
know.
yeah,
There was one
I do.
time I was making that face, and Mr. Hope was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Uh-huh. Yeah, what's up?"
It just, I wonder if that's how my dad feels when he looks at you. I just think about that now. Maybe that's all he sees.
I think so.
Because I remember,
Mostly, like the thing. I'll let you talk in a second. Hang on. The
no, it's
the
okay.
the reason why I looked like that at the beginning of those videos was either because I was genuinely miserable and I was just like zoning out, waiting for you to like count down, or I was reciting the script in my head.
That makes sense. I think whenever we'd record, I would just be like, okay, let me just get this done with. And I would just like improv it almost kind of.
Mm.
I think what is interesting to see though is that now, because one of my teachers, he plays the morning announcements, and I love how like every kid has the same editing style. I mean, obviously there's not much you can deviate from to do like your own thing, but it's just really funny how it's like carbon copies.
Yeah, I think we see the examples that like people did at first, and then we're just like, yeah, that's good. What the
Yeah,
hell, sure.
like like even Hope will like he's told me he's like, yeah, I try to encourage them to like do a little bit different things, but he's like, it seems every kid does the same thing.
But it's because we see a good example and we're like, yeah,
Yeah, like I told him it's like because you put good examples, like everyone's gonna want to do that.
yeah.
But
I mean, you
I
want people
think
to do
recording
something creative, like
show them,
just like explain it from scratch, see what happens.
yeah, and then they'll go off with their own thing. I think he was explaining his class to me earlier because again, 3 hours, no one to chat to, so we're just talking. And he was just like, yeah, there was this school that I used to work with, because we were talking about the new virus going around. But he went back to COVID, so I was like, okay, we'll talk about that. And he was saying how the school that he used to work at before he came to MacArthur, they had 3 TV production classes.
Oh wow.
And he said one was like a journalism, like they wrote about ideas for production, but they never actually did it. The other class was about the mechanics, like engineering, like the cameras and shit,
That would have been
lighting.
perfect for me.
And he said that was a class for that, but they never actually made anything. He said his class was actually having the kids produce things, and he said, oh, he was like, oh, not to toot my own horn, but my class did best. And he said those kids went on to do things. But the students, he said, were really sad that he had to leave because the school didn't have it in the budget to have 3 TV production classes.
Mm,
So that's when he came to MacArthur, I think. That's what he was saying when he was telling the story.
poor guy got stuck here.
Yeah, but he said, I
I
asked
don't.
him, like, do you like it here? And he's like, yeah. Because you know how he responds.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's what we were talking about. We talked about D&D, and that was really it. But yeah, no other, I don't really have anything else to add to June. Oh no, wait!
Mm.
Remember, we have to mention it. We got ACUS History, Mr. ACUS History, his flag.
Yes, and
So,
Zell.
so excited.
Yeah.
I
I remember
I
I,
think
I, I asked Tremblay one time if he thinks like I don't know how the slideshow for graduation stuff works, but at Nova there's like a big
No, I know.
screen above us.
I've been there. I've been
Yeah,
there.
and they like put like the graduates like pictures and stuff, and I was like, do you think I could convince Miss Rios to put Venice State's flag in there?
I think I was there when you asked him,
Yeah.
because I remember this. I remember.
I want to do some sort of thing. I wish I could make like a copy of it and I could just like carry it to graduation.
That would be so funny. Be like,
Maybe
look.
I'll like print it out on like big paper or something.
That's what I'm saying. Like how people do it at like concerts.
Yeah.
Just hold out. Just hold
So
out, Mister.
if I had a job, I could do more, but
Yeah.
we all know how that's going.
Yeah.
Hashtag ghosted.
Hashtag. Hashtag looking for a job, guys.
Fucking Burlington's of all fucking places. Burlington.
Probably. I mean, Sarah told me about her stories there. It's very
She got
interesting.
hired.
Yeah, but it was
I don't
quite.
care if it's like the worst job ever. I want a job. A job.
I'm not gonna die on the air. Don't worry. Um, but anyway, I think getting him the flag was fun, and then the fact that I'm told that Mr. Florida History still has his up as well.
That's great.
I haven't stopped by his class in a while, but I see him ever so often.
I asked him for a letter of recommendation at the beginning of the year, and he was like, give me
I
a week," and I never got it.
was gonna ask him for one too, but I completely forgot. But anyway, I think out of all my classes last year, I think Mr. ACUS history was probably fun, even though it's kind of boring sometimes. I think doing the speakeasy was fun.
My favorite thing ever, genuinely.
I think that was really fun. I do kind of wish we could have gone to war like his other classes, his regulars.
Yeah, it's been fun.
But that was, and then I also like to think that, I mean, he's mentioned that he uses our project
Huh?
as an example.
He does huh?
Our project,
Our project?
me, you, me, you, and Soraya.
He does?
Yeah, he used it as an example. He mentioned that to us last year, and then I asked him if he still had, and he's like, "Oh yeah,
Uh,
why you sound so fearful?
mm,
They're
bullshit
not,
that.
he's not talking about like, well, he liked how I did the display, and then how like everyone contributed.
Hmm.
I think he mentioned it to me. I don't remember if you were there or sorry I was there, but he was thinking for not. I don't remember if they did it for this year's classes or next year, but he was like, yeah, maybe groups of three would be better.
Yeah.
Since the boards had like different subjects or whatever.
Hmm.
But yeah, I think he kept that project, which I think is fun. I remember I had a grand old time putting that together. I remember I just had the board splayed out on my bed, and then I just had like my paint right next to me, and I was like, I'm just gonna make this look really old. But yeah, I have nothing
That
else to
reminds
really
me
say.
of earlier this year. Let's transfer into the senior year. Earlier this
I
year,
was gonna this
I
transfer.
um I bullshitted a assignment for my history teacher, Mr. I send uh mind death threats to. Um where I was doing it like last minute, and I remember I was on call with I think Azaria and Gypsy. Um
uh,
and it's just I just had my camera on and I was just in my garage like lighting the edges of the paper on fire and I almost lit my hand on fire. But it came
oh,
out looking really good, I gotta say. I went outside and like drenched it in like mud.
I love when kids do that. Honestly, like I remember seeing like put in coffee, you burn it, and you mess it up, make it look dirty.
Yeah.
That was my goal for like our poster board from last year because I wanted to. I mean, I asked to burn it, but that was like, no, it's too big to burn. So
It's
I just had
never
to
too big to burn.
I just had to use like my paints, which was fun. I think the most fun that I had was doing the handprints because I feel like the handprints kind of added to the atmosphere.
Yeah.
But that's nice. I always wanted to do the burning paper projects. Looks fun.
I went through like 4 different lighters because they were all really low on gas.
Oh, oh no. I couldn't tell you where a lighter is in my house for the life of me. And the only times I've ever seen a lighter being used in this house is for birthdays.
Mm,
But I think I'm trying to think of the right word, but projects. Speaking of projects, I remember for this year my English teacher, since this is like kind of sort of her first year teaching, and how she just kind of used AI for everything.
cool.
She had us. I think I mentioned this. She had us do the podcast,
Hmm.
and how everyone kind of like rushed it, and she was like, "Oh, how unique."
Hmm.
But I think that was very interesting. Like, and then she was gonna have us do another project, um, last quarter, and have us like put a whole. I mentioned this to you. She was gonna have us do like a production. I don't remember if it was second quarter or third quarter, and she was gonna have us do a whole production, and then everyone like booed for that, and they didn't want to do it. But then she got mad at us for booing it, and made us like write shit
Crazy.
instead. And I was like, you're getting mad at a consensus of our classes rejecting an assignment. But you didn't even like take it upon us to you're just like, I want to have you guys do this.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I was like, that doesn't seem all that fair. Also considering she didn't come up with it herself.
Oh yeah.
So there's like no passion in it. If it had passion in it, then I'd understand why you're so dismayed. But you didn't have any passion in it.
Teachers using AI is so crazy.
No, actually, though, because like she was saying her reasoning for it was because she wanted to do something that was not as boring as the curriculum. But I remember I would speak
Come up with
to
yourself.
yeah, I remember
Be
I mentioned
creative.
it to Clay, and he was just like, yeah, the thing what she does isn't necessarily always in the curriculum. But I'm
Like,
like, hey,
you
whatever.
know Dennis Flint, Mr. U.S. History's new assistant student college guy.
Oh, the little college
That
fellow.
one guy, the guy that gave us cupcakes.
Oh yeah, the little guy with the glasses. Yeah.
Yeah. I heard Mr. Ace U.S. History complaining once that he would wait until the last minute to do stuff and then he would just use AI.
Oh,
Jeez. Crazy.
that's crazy.
You're training to be a teacher and you're over here using AI. Are you serious?
Like, if you were just doing it to be like I don't want to say that there's like an excuse for to use AI, but like you're preparing to be teacher. If you're doing some bullshit, then okay.
Like you're in an old teacher's classroom and you're telling him like, "Oh no, just use Chat GPT." Fuck
Yeah, like
out.
what are you talking
I
about?
would have kicked his ass.
Yeah, I would have been like, that's not correct. Doesn't seem all that right. So how about we don't do that? Like, how are you gonna one? How do you have the audacity to go to your teacher and say that?
The teacher that
Be
you're
like,
like an
yeah,
assistant for, like you're training under him.
like if it was just like a one interaction with it, fine. But like you're with him not 24/7, but like 24/7 in
Basically
school
the
day term.
entire school day.
Yeah. Like if you're gonna do that, go to a teacher that you know already uses it, bro. Or just don't say that at all. Like I think that just amazes me because that guy's kind of interesting because he comes to my study hall sometimes and he tries to be like sociable with like the kids,
Hmm.
but I'm like, there's really no point in trying to be sociable with them. It's the end of the day. It's eighth period. Everyone's tired. Half the kids are taking a nap. Really, like, this is interesting.
Hmm.
But yeah, that's crazy. How would you just go to an older teacher's class that you spend all the time with? You're like, yeah, just use AI. It's okay.
Like Mr. ACU's history, he's like what, 50 something now?
Yeah. He's because last year he said he was turning last. It was last year 51, right?
Yeah, so I think he's 52.
That's hmm. I bet he getting real old. He's unk. No, I'm kidding.
A little more than he's grown.
A little more than. That's crazy. It is crazy to think that Mr. ACUS history and Mr. Me and Gypsy's math teacher are like the same age.
Oh, you know, same. Crazy.
I think Mr. Me and Gypsy's math teacher is older actually, and then
Is it?
my government teacher, he's also the same age.
Hmm.
But
It's
apparently
kind of crazy when
my
I learn teachers' ages.
no, for real. Like remember when we were talking about who's like the oldest?
Hmm.
Yeah, do you think if we exclude everyone else, do you still think it's Miss Run's ace, Miss Ace coordinator?
Um, maybe.
Because there was something Tremblay pointed out, but I don't remember who. But yeah, anyway, how do you rate your senior year?
Uh, Beginning of the year, probably like a two. Uh, these last couple months, I just want to leave. So I say a five. Like, no, let's give it a six. A gracious
Oh,
six. I'm ready. I
and I
want to go.
want to
Um,
leave. And
so I
then
think
like middle half of the year, middle months.
middle months. I don't really.
Hmm. I think the January to March run of the school year is always like the treacherous for academics, trying to get everything in line. And then, but for
Low
seniors, it's
key,
also
not really.
December.
It wasn't like treacherous for me in the way that I Jesus. It wasn't really treacherous for me in the way that I think you're talking about. It was treacherous for me in the way that I like those months I was always like, yeah, I have a lot of time. I got months. I don't have to do this right now.
Yeah.
And then we hit April, and I was like, oh shit. Now we're in May.
May. Yeah. It's crazy how fast time went, bro.
Really.
It was like the slowest, fastest year ever. But I couldn't tell you what we did the first couple months of school.
I don't remember anything.
I
The
don't
most of
remember
the first couple months of my school was spent the hey diddle diddle situation.
it. Yeah. I couldn't tell you what we did at the beginning of this year. Like, like, it's weird. It's like weirdly a blur in my mind. But I guess such is life. I mean, I guess we can do like some of the topics. Like we can talk about Grad Bash. Did you enjoy Grad Bash?
My gosh, is fun.
I think it was fun. I do wish that we were all able to hit the bigger rides, but I think hitting the small rides was kind of nice as well. Because
Honestly,
we hit
I think it was more enjoyable in my opinion.
hitting what all the small rides and walking around
Yeah, getting all the small rides, walking around, just like enjoying Grad Bash itself instead of getting stuck in
in the waiting.
the rush, you know?
Yeah, because like, I think because everyone is so focused on, obviously, yes, going on the big rides with your friends is a great experience, but I feel like also just walking around, enjoying the quality time, and having like the smaller rides, even when everyone's like dead tired,
Mhm.
like like Soraya and Chips. I still can't believe that they both like darted awake when they saw the trolls. Like they got
I
hit with like
know.
adrenaline.
Yeah.
They got hit
They
with
were
adrenaline.
fading away, and then towards the end of the night, we went on the Simpsons ride. Gypsy woke
Yeah.
up. I started fading away.
Yeah. Because you guys are like in a yawning. That was really
The
funny.
Simpsons ride like really fucking hurt.
No, that shit. I
Like it
told you
hurt my head.
when I first went on it, that shit was awful. The only reason I think I survived this second time around was because I was so tired I didn't really fully fucking process the shit. But
It like
the
hurt. It was
whole
like eye strain and it gave me a headache after.
no, actually though, I think yeah, that's I think that's why I think whoa. Because it was so late, I was just like, fuck it, we'll just do this.
Yeah.
Because I think
And
if you guys had
I thought you were gonna wait outside for us and then you came in.
yeah, because I was actually about to add on to that. I think the only reason I was like, fuck it, I'll go with you guys is because it was late and I was like, I'm not gonna stand out here and wait doing fuck all. So I think that's when I think if you guys had decided to go earlier in the day, I would have been like, nah, I'll wait for you guys. But I think
Mm,
the fact that it was so late and we're just trying to do what we can before we have to leave, I was just like, fuck it, I'll go.
yeah.
I think that's one of the only reasons I went with you guys instead of standing and waiting.
Dude, those tacos that Soraya bought me. Oh my God. I think about
They're
those
good.
sometimes.
You think about it. I'm
Yeah.
thinking about I'm thinking about mostly dead tired gypsy and we're going to go get a turkey leg. I still can't like I was talking to them because you said they were getting a little concerned because they're tired. So I was walking with them like, are we? What are we gonna get? What are we gonna get? And Gypsy's like, oh, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get the turkey leg. And I was
It's,
like, okay,
I
I'll be
remember
right.
it's walking off and Gypsy being like, I'm gonna go get a hot dog. And then coming back with a full turkey leg? Genuinely crazy.
What's the ironic thing is me and Gypsy were walking back to you and Soraya, and like two people stopped and asked Gypsy, where'd you get that? And we were like, oh, it's right over there. But I think Grad Bash is really fun. I know I talked about it with Soraya, and like since it was her first time at Universal, she does wish we were able to hit the bigger rides. But I was trying to like help her like lighten her mood, be like it was probably gonna be really hard to get on them anyway.
It would have been hard, and then it would have been the same experience of when we tried to get onto the Hulk ride. You know,
Yeah, yeah. So I was trying to like lighten the mood, but like at
like
least we were able to make.
people were skipping like crazy.
No, for real. Like I understand that's the strat, but like, dude.
That's just
So
straight. I don't give a shit, bro. Go fuck yourself if you're skipping in those lines. Piss me off.
But I think what you said was is a good point that like just walking around and going to all small rides, even like when we split off briefly, we still were able
Mhm.
to like come back
Like
together and still go on other.
getting to rest every now and then, checking out the shops. We wouldn't have as much time as we did if we had like tried to go on all the big rides, you know?
Yeah,
Because
because
the
we would
wait
have
times
spent
for each of those were like hours.
hours. Yeah. So I think it was good that we did a lot of walking, a lot of steps, and like sitting and talking, and I think that was pretty fun. Obviously, in like a dream world, we could have been able to do that and the rides, but I think the experience was still good regardless.
Yeah. Dude, the drop
Besides,
tower.
besides in the beginning of the half of the trip when that guy didn't want to move his seat,
Oh,
I have
yeah.
my opinion. I have my opinion.
You were very upset.
Yeah, I think that's like. I guess I'm gonna say something a little corny. Sorry, viewers. I get like blinded by like my anger, and like my anger will translate to me crying, and like I remember through my rage, not my rage, but like through my anger, Soraya was like, yeah, you're being a little loud.
You were being
Because I think
loud.
I was just being, yeah, I was just being loud and saying things about him, and I felt bad because there was the girls next to me. I was like, I promise I'm not talking about you guys. But I was like I think that is where I think the only reason I was like so distraught is because he was being such a can I say the C word on YouTube?
I mean, we're not monetized, so
Oh yeah, he was being such a con, bro. I really think I wish he would have moved. I think that would have been great because I think the only reason he didn't move is because he had a window seat.
uh,
But like, what an asshole! That's why I was so happy that my acquaintance that he moved for me. Like, I really appreciate that. Like,
your
we were,
acquaintance and it's fucking Wadney.
yeah.
I was really shocked. You were like, "Oh, my acquaintance is sitting in front of you, and he said he'll move when once we get to the rest stop." I look in front of us. It's fucking Wadney.
Why is that surprising?
I don't know. When you see acquaintance, I think of random guy number 47. You know?
No, the only reason I say acquaintance instead of friend is because we haven't really spoken all that much this year. But oh, I should have mentioned him when we were talking about freshman year. Yeah, I should have mentioned him because we had a couple classes where we were like friends then. I think he was one of the first not persons, one of the first people to like hug me. I guess. But yeah, the only reason I said acquaintance at the time was because we're not really like friends like that much anymore. We don't really speak all that much. But yeah, I was thankful that he was like, okay, yeah, I'll move for you. He was just like, yeah, I'm sorry people get like that.
You know, it's the fact that we got
But
onto
yeah,
the bus like somehow so late.
no, for real.
Look,
But
I think it would have been better if we didn't wait for each other
the security,
at the security thing, and we would have just like gone straight to the bus. Because
yeah,
then
cause then
we could have like saved.
yeah, but it's okay. I still had a good time regardless. It was really just that really irritated the fuck out of me.
Mhm.
Cause I remember I was texting you, like I was texting and Dage about it. I texted my dad about it. I texted Soraya because Soraya's over there, and then I texted. I just need to rant because if I don't get it out of my system, I'm just gonna be like letting it fester.
Mhm.
And if I let it fester, I think I genuinely, against our viewers, I don't condone violence. I don't condone violence. I genuinely think I would have said something to that guy.
I mean, in a way, you did, Anna. You were like 2 feet away from him, being like, "I don't understand these fucking people." I remember sitting next to Gypsy and being like, "Oh my god, Anna's gonna get us killed."
I mean, like I said, I think it's because I was just speaking out of pure just aggression and like just I was really really irritated. Like I think that's like one of the moments where I
It was
turn
also
into like
really
my
early in the morning.
when I turn into like my parents, bro. And then I'm like, dude, I'm not letting this get ruined. I'm not letting this fucker ruin my experience. I mean, I mellowed out after a while. I just put music on. And I kind of just zoned out. The girl next to me was pretty just like chill because she was just like on her phone. And I was like, okay, whatever. But I think it just bothered me. I know. I think the girls I was like sitting next, there's the two girls that were sitting like, across from me, and they were like, "We don't know why you're mad, but it's okay. We understand." Like they didn't know me, and they were looking at me funny, but then like they had a look where they were like, "Okay, yeah, we kind of understand." So I was kind of relieved that they weren't like put off by me because I was kind of like regretting being really loud about it. Like after you're really angry and you get really like aggressive about it, and then you get like shame.
Yeah,
That's how I felt like after I cooled off mostly. But then I was like, who gives a fuck? That guy was an asshole. He should have moved. Like, I try not to hold like grudges, but honestly, I hold that guy to his point. Like, he should have fucking moved. I think if he, like, I understand that one, you had a window seat, and two, you didn't want to sit with like a stranger. But like, you ended up sitting with Sarah, who's a stranger to you. So regardless, you would have been a stranger.
I think he just didn't want to move.
Yeah, I think he was just stubborn. But even he was asked by another girl too. You remember the other girl that was there? And she clearly knew him to a degree, and he just didn't want to move.
Oh yeah, I don't.
So
I think that was
I
just
think
lucky.
he was just hard headed.
Yeah,
But it's okay. There's always gonna be people like that. But I remember the lady that was on our bus. I don't know her name. The math teacher. She looked at me funny
Miss
when I
Lulu.
was still. No, 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 no. The lady with the accent.
What?
The
Miss
lady with the
Clark?
accent. Yeah. I remember when she was like, "Are you guys excited?" And I was like, "Fuck no." And she looked at me. She's like, "I'm gonna need you to get excited," because she felt I was still upset, and she was like, "Hmm," because I think my response was so like immediate. Because I remember this my responsibility. Because she was like, "Are you guys excited?" And I just flatly was like, "No." And I think she was like, "Well, you got to get a little excited, okay?" But
I just did like
I
the
think
stupidest thing ever in Rivals. I genuinely panicked.
no, it's
Um,
okay.
yeah, you're
Is that
saying?
game cool? Okay, I know. Okay, that helps. No, let's conclude the video before I ask you about something else. Do we have any other tidbits to talk about for our senior year? I mean, I guess homecoming was fine. I guess I know I went, but I know you didn't go. But I guess to speak on that, homecoming was fine. I went with Sarai. I had a good time. Kinda, sorta, yes. No, maybe so. I think it was good. But yeah, there's not really much else for my junior that I can really speak on.
I mean, most for junior I can think of is like interpersonal stuff, and then the
Mm.
hey diddle diddle situation.
And then this year it's still like partial that situation and then just a blur.
Yeah.
But anyway, what else do you want to talk about or you want to conclude? Because I don't know how to outro this.
Um, what about our? We can talk about like what our hopes for graduation or whatever.
Oh yeah, we could do that. Okay, my main hope is that that stupid fucking virus does not fuck us up.
I don't think it will be because it's been recorded like human to human transmission
Yeah, and I
for a
think Mr.
while now.
He's talking to me about it. He's like, it'll blow over soon enough.
Maybe.
I remember I was talking to
But
my friend at study hall
if
today
it
about
does
it.
hit, it won't hit until like I'd say August, the latest.
I
So
think
we'll
so
have our
too, because
graduation.
yeah, no, that's what I was talking to my friend about in my study hall. I was talking to her about, she hasn't been in my study hall in a while, but she ended up leaving anyway. She just has homework to turn in. But I was talking to her about it, and I was like, I don't know if it's callous or whatever to say this, but I feel like, like everyone on TikTok saying, obviously, yes, the people on the boats are human too, and
Yeah,
that they don't
I
deserve to
saw.
be, like,
Listen,
going through that.
I'm interrupting
Yeah.
you here because I saw the video where the guy is crying. He's like, "We're human too. We want to go home. We have families." If you truly care about your families, you'll
You
stay
would
on that
say,
fucking boat and you will
that's what
quarantine
I was
for the
thinking about.
full
Like,
8 weeks.
I was worried that I was coming off callous, but I told my friend, I was like, it's for the greater good. We
Somebody said
can
that they
lose.
paid
Like,
20K per person to be on that cruise.
yeah, so you could say
I
us
don't
there.
give two shits. I know they're fine. I know they're being provided entertainment and food and blah 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 blah. You're on a fucking cruise ship. I don't care that you want to see your families. You can video call them like a normal fucking person.
And you can save fucking humanity from another possibly
You can
fatal
save
thing.
not don't even think about humanity right now. Just think about your fucking family. How are you gonna sit there and cry
That's
about how you miss your family, knowing that you have a deadly disease that could probably fucking kill any of them? Because
mm,
it's not just sensitive towards like, oh, young kids, oh, old people. No, it's fucking everybody.
it's everyone, and
It's
the
selfish
fatality
and it
rate,
pisses me
like,
off.
it was like I was just worried I was looking at it negatively, but I was telling my friend, I'm like, we can afford to lose a couple people just to fucking save their family and save everyone else, bro.
They'll
Like
be
the
fine
population,
if they can just stay on the fucking cruise ship. It's not like they're gonna get put down.
exactly. Like if anything, say no, I'm not saying this. I'm saying this hypothetically. Say they do like get ill and like are close on the death. You're on a fucking boat in the ocean. You have food, you have entertainment, you have everything to live a nice little life
And
before
like
you go.
I don't even care. They docked in Spain and they're being taken care of there. And you're still crying about how you want to see your family?
Like,
Call them.
dude,
Call them. Just wait
literally,
2 months until you know you're not gonna like go home and fucking kill someone you love.
exactly. Like you
We're
can.
human too. I don't care.
I don't care. We're in the modern day. Just give them a call. Give them a phone call.
Genuinely.
You can see their face. You can verbally. Audibly hear them. You obviously can't give them a hug or nothing, but like it's for the greater good.
Yeah. I mean like
So.
people were people were talking about like, oh, don't worry, you just have to get like really close to someone in order to catch it. Do you
Mm,
remember what COVID was like?
yeah, like
In order
anything.
to we would need like respiratory masks, like the serious shit for this stuff.
Yeah, not just the ones
Not
like
not the
medical.
the flimsy shit that we were doing during COVID.
Yeah.
We would need genuine masks. And you saw how people were pitching a fit during that.
Yeah. So I think they should just stay on the damn boat, bro.
Stay on the boat and just wait it out.
Wait it out. Stay. There's so much ocean. Just stay on the ocean.
Genuinely.
The fish can't contact it from you, so you'll be fine. Contract, whatever. They can't contract disease. I don't know, just really, there's obviously been little things like this before, like monkeypox or whatever, but like this one seems to be holding significantly more. I don't know, death.
I don't, it just grinds my gears because of how selfish it is. Like
Yeah,
you wanna keep your family safe?
stand
Fucking
vote.
kill yourself then. I mean, dead ass.
I think it's literally the only thing they could possibly do, unless you play the fucking waiting game or just end your being.
Yeah.
That's the only choices you have, bro. So it's just like wrong place, wrong time, whatever, bro. You're there. You can't do anything about it. But anyway, going back to our main topic at hand, do we want to address our little college goals for graduation stuff, life,
Yeah,
whatever?
yeah, sure.
Alright, for graduation, I hope graduation goes smoothly. I mean, it'll probably go smoothly, but I think it'll definitely contrast a
I
bit
was
because,
talking to Soraya about this, but I really hope that for graduation practice, it's not as hot as it's been lately.
oh yeah, it's been insanely
Like,
fucking
I know
hot.
we reside in like the hottest fucking state ever or whatever, but like,
I hope it's not as bad.
please, bro. Or at least I wish they would like hand out fans to us or something.
Yeah, like, cut us a bit of slack. Like, I hear it's not fun, but like, please, bro, cut us some slack. It's fucking hot. But I hope graduation's good. I want to just get all my chords, bro, and just get that shit out the way.
Mm,
Suppose. Okay, this is kind of unrelated. Well, it's related but unrelated. Tell me why hip is giving chords, right? Which is great,
mm,
right? Why are the chords fucking lime green?
mm.
Why do we have blue
I
shirts?
think we get pink cords from Mr. Hope. I'm not sure.
Oh, that'd be cute.
Or I think
But why?
that might have been for his TV crew, like his club.
No, no, yeah, I know. I figured. But like, why is it lime green? Who chose that color?
No. I mean, our
They
school
couldn't
colors are
a
like
blue.
green and shit, so I guess I get it on like a certain level.
I know that, but I think I don't know if it's. I asked our coordinator for it, and I'm like, why is it green? He's like, yeah, I don't know.
Mm. I guess all the other
But
good colors are taken.
I guess so. Shit. Or how many chords are you gonna get?
I think
I might as
just
well talk about
two. I think just the
chord here.
two. For my
Oh, for,
hours and then Mr. Hope.
did you still? Well, I'm assuming maybe you'll get it tomorrow. But did you still get one of the little invitations or no? Oh no, I forget. Did you?
No, I know. I didn't get an
Oh,
invitation. Like I said, it's like the senior field day situation all over again. I'm close, but it's so far.
it still sucks though. If anything, I'll just invite you to come. Since we're allowed two people.
It's really funny how they're limiting guests this time. I remember last year Lily brought their entire family and also me.
Funny. Just everybody, just come on, let's go. But it's funny that they're limiting it. But now I'll probably see. If anything, I'll probably just like invite my dad and then you. Like if I wasn't invited, I think Sarai would have ended up inviting me. But I'll probably invite you and my dad to come because I really don't think. I mean, not to say that either of my sisters wouldn't want to go, but like they'd probably stay at home anyway. But I think for chords, I know I'm getting one for hip, as he mentioned at last meeting. Oh, also, what's ironic is hip's basically done. We don't have to present anymore because we missed the last presentation, like range of dates to do it. So it's over.
Mm. I
I
remember in my
probably
freshman year, I saw the hip kids like maybe three times and then never again.
oh my hip group was really nice. That's something I could have brought up during talking about freshman year. My hip group is pretty fucking nice. They
I
bring
know.
us
I
food
just
and stuff.
remember Dennis Light had said Mr. U.S. History Gamers Club said that he was gonna
Yeah.
get seniors who have been with him for 4 years something. So
Hmm.
I think just me and
So,
Johnny. Uh, but I still don't know what because he refused to tell us.
but he didn't you guys something? That's pretty sweet though.
Yeah.
But chords, I know obviously Hope said we're getting some.
Hmm.
Um, we're gonna get some for hip, get one for hip. Um, possibly get one for having peer counseling as a class because I did a resume, I did a cover letter, and I did an elevator pitch. And she said those are the only things we need to prove for us to get the chord. So I may be getting a chord from her. And then Miss Williams, I believe, said that we'll get our little chord thing for ACE, even though we didn't get the diploma.
Mm.
So I think the fact that I did use the fact that I was able to do the classes, even though I didn't get all the tests passed, we'll still get our chords to like represent that hey we did it. And I think that's the only chords I'll be getting. But I think what's really funny about the chords is that you can buy them online,
Oh yeah.
and you can just be like, yeah, I was a part of this, even though you weren't actually a part of it.
Mm.
There was this girl I think in my government class period, and she was like, yeah, I'll just probably buy the chord for the hours and pretend that I did it. But I was like, I mean, the chances of them asking us come graduation is very low. So, like, I really want to decorate caps, bro.
Oh yeah. I need to get my stuff, but no money.
Yeah, I think what I'm just gonna end up doing is just gathering
Like
ideas.
I
If
have the stuff that I need to decorate my
mm,
cap like on an Amazon wish list. Like I prepared it in January,
I
but
think when
no
it
money.
comes to it, I'm just gonna fucking raw dog it.
You could do what I'm doing, like a collage of stuff.
I think that would be nice, but I was supposed to gather ideas from like months ago, and then I just completely forgot
Yeah. Well, we'll have like a full week to
to
decorate
do it.
cap, which is a
I wish
lot more than Connor got when he graduated. I remember they had to decorate their caps in like a day.
that's crazy.
Yeah. So we're pretty lucky.
We are pretty lucky, though I do wish we just got the shit sooner,
Mm,
but it's
yeah.
okay.
I get it on like a certain level and why they won't give it to us earlier.
Yeah, because kids could damage it or lose it.
You can damage it, lose it, and then also I think some people order theirs like pretty late and stuff. So the
Oh,
schools they just try to distribute it all at the same time.
oh yeah, that's understandable. I just rubbed my eye really bad and everything got blurry.
Oof.
Okay, I'm back. Kinda, sorta. Wait, hold on, let me blink a couple
That reminds
times.
me, I've been sleeping so much this year. It's interesting.
That's one key component of senior year. I've been sleeping a lot.
Genuinely. Like I don't normally sleep this much.
I feel like this year I've done like mixed. I've been enabled. That's something I kind of wish and don't wish I could do at school. Is like I wish I was able to sleep,
I mean,
and I don't mean like
technically you
I
can't.
don't wish. Yeah.
You just like gotta ignore your teacher's wishes. That's what I do.
No, I mean it's not that. It's more like my body just rejects it.
Mm, for
Like
me,
it's not that I
I've just been like really exhausted.
yeah. I think this year I've just been like up like just senior's been interesting. It's just been interesting.
Yeah, that's to be
That's the
noted.
best way I can describe it.
Say it lightly.
Say it's been very unique and quite the experience per se.
Mm,
But yeah, for college and stuff, I just kind of hope I figured things out, get all the things I need to do
the colleges,
together.
I hope. Oh my God, first semester, I'm genuinely screwed. Genuinely. Like, did I tell you why I'm so screwed with my classes?
I only know your housing situation,
My housing situation, that's something else. I need to finish applying for an apartment.
and then I know you said the only thing I recall about schooling that you mentioned was the major thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure that out when I have a meeting with my advisor later this month. But for classes, because I'm
Hmm.
going to Sheridan over the summer,
Yeah.
I literally I had to pick the latest possible orientation date,
Oh.
which was the very last day, because it my fucking Sheridan goes until the end, like it goes until July 31st.
Oh,
And
jeez.
I was speaking to Mr. Fisher about it, and
Hmm.
he was like, "Well, you could always like stay later on the days after you get out of once you're done with high school, and you can use those for leaving
Really?
early so that you don't like because you need a certain amount of hours in the class in order to pass it, you know."
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. Okay. I
But
mean,
yeah,
that's not too bad.
so maybe I'll be able to get out like a couple days earlier than my orientation. I'll have time to head down.
Oh.
I'm thinking about the in the version of as if I'm still up there. Um,
So,
I'll head up
yeah.
to my stuff, and be
Yeah.
with my mom for a couple days, and then we'll prepare for the orientation.
Yeah. Well, that's good. For me, it's just I need to. They they keep sending me emails, my school, about like finishing my Canvas course so I can start registering for classes.
Mm,
And I believe I was talking to Lily about it, and it was mostly in regards to transferring my ACE shit. And I think she told me she's like, yeah, I've tried to send them twice, but they haven't been sent yet. So you're better off just like doing it and then forgetting about it. But other than that, I just have to really figure out what the hell I want to do in life, bro.
mm.
But I mean, I technically have 2 years, but like I technically don't. Like I should kind of have like a
I
just, I
confess
guess.
something.
Sure.
Low key.
If you say that you hate what you're trying to do, it's okay.
No. I like architecture. It fascinates me. I just
Mhm.
don't know if I'd actually be good at it.
Oh.
Like, I've never had like an actual thing in mind for like, yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm good at this, so I can do this. Because art, not that good at it.
Oh.
Math, I'm okay.
God, not really.
Uh,
But
History, no. Science, no.
yeah, I think that's me right now because obviously I have my major, and the only reason I really chose it is because they literally require you to pick something. But I remember I was talking to my counselor, and she's like, "Yeah, you don't necessarily have to stick with it. You can always just change it out anyway. This is
Yeah,
just to
you can
get you
change
like,
your major
yeah,
at like literally any point in college.
yeah,
Those first 2 years, free range.
yeah, oh, yeah.
The last
You
two or
gotta look
more,
at
you kind of have to like you have to decide if you're gonna stick with this because that's when you get the classes that actually pertain to your major.
Yeah, that's when I was talking to her. She's like, you can kind of test the waters now, but you gotta lock in something come junior year.
Yeah.
But I remember even when I was at my little admissions orientation thing where we're like looking at campus and stuff, my dad, I saw him actively search up what are some good careers that pay well in my major. Because that's kind of the only reason that, well, not saying his only reason, but that's one of his main reasons for what I do in life is that he wants to make sure that I'm money secure. And obviously, that's not to say they're just gonna leave me to go broke or whatever, but like they just want me to be able to support myself and then be there for obviously my sisters in case of that, if need be, and such. But at the same time, they also want to make sure that it's still something like I enjoy. I mean, my dad's views in college is something that I probably won't say on YouTube, but it's more like he wants me to have a, for lack of a better word, a useful degree.
Mm,
Yeah, like what I brought this up, I remember in passing, I was like, because they kind of want me to strive for like my master's, right?
mhm.
Go for 6 years, 5 years, whatever the number is. And I was saying, I mentioned it in like passing. I was like, oh, I'm probably gonna do my first 4 years, get my bachelor, and then take a break. But he was like saying how most people, when they take a break, they don't typically return back. so it'd
That's
be
the thing.
easier for
My
me to
mom was talking to me
get
about like financial wise. She was like, I don't know if you can like pay for an apartment and you don't have a job. Maybe you should take a year off, save up some money.
it.
If
And
I
then
take that year off, I'm never coming back.
yeah,
I
because
will
I
get
feel like
addicted to the freedom.
yeah, because that's the point my dad was saying is he said, "Oh, you don't have enough experience to say yet," but also the fact that you'll get comfortable not being in the academic like grind mindset of consistently having to like work. Whether that be the case or not, you'll be out of that mindset and it'll be hard to get back into it. Basically, was his reasoning. It's like you'll get so used to, all right, so doing assignments, and then you take a year off and you're not used to doing assignments, and you have to get back into that groove again when you choose to return to school.
Yeah,
But again, it's also, in my opinion, I think it depends on the field you go into. Because some things you can take a break from and then just get back into. But it depends. I just wish, like, in looking at the future sense, I wish I could like jump into the future and see how I'm doing, and then see if I need to change what the fuck I'm doing now, or if I can continue doing whatever I'm doing.
hmm
I wish I could just do that. I feel like it would make it a bit easier, or at least would give me some like a reality check,
yeah.
I guess. Anyway, it's getting a bit late. I think I'll probably have to sleep soon.
Okay.
So I think we have to call this. So do you have an outro that you do?
Not really. I kind of just go.
Bye.
Uh, no, I think I say like, I'll like subscribe if you want. Come back. Maybe.
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 I usually say like good day, good night, see you guys, and stay curious.
Mm, that's more than me.
That's been my little slogan. I always try to not forget to say it because there's been instances where I almost forget to say it and then I like cram it at the end. And then I like not slam my hand, but I put my hand on the camera. I'm like, all right, bye guys.
Yeah, I don't know. My intro outro are usually pretty lazy.
Uh, well, then I can just outro us then. What should I say? Oh, because obviously we can just cut this part out. But what should I say? Just be like, thanks for being, thanks for having.
For having us this wonderful school year. Thanks for all the good
Yes,
grades.
yes, thank you for our very most rounded experiences that we can take into life later on. Anyway, that will be all, guys. We would both appreciate it if you liked and subscribed to our channel. If you want to, if you don't, if not, have a good day, have a good night, have a good afternoon, whatever the case may be. And then stay curious, guys. Bye bye.
Bye.